Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I hope that you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Today is going to be an empties video, and as always, I have pushed this off longer than I should have. I have a lot of empties to talk about today, so I'm going to try and move through them pretty quickly. Sometimes I struggle with that, sometimes I blather on, but I'm gonna try. Today's tea of the day, I've got a big mug of black tea. Okay, I got interrupted for a few seconds there. I think I was talking about my tea, and I just noticed that there is now a shadow on the wall. Oh, there we go, from the window in front of me. That hasn't been a problem ever, and I'm thinking it just must be the time of year. We're starting to get different lighting. Winter's coming. Anyway, I'm drinking a big cup, a big mug of black tea, and I think it's one that I have mentioned to you guys before. It's this one from Ahmad Tea, the English Afternoon, and I picked it because it's so strong. It does have some bergamot in it, so like an Earl Grey, but it's just a really, really strong tea, and it's very, very nice for when you want an extra boost. Let's get right into this big bag of stuff. I was gonna have it separated by skincare, hair care, makeup, and then it all got put in this bag, so it's gonna be whatever's on top. So first of all, this giant thing, if you guys follow my team project pan, you saw me so excited that I finally finished this. So this is from Based. This is their Indulgent Creme Brulee body lotion. It is a really, really thick body lotion. It's not the type that sinks into your skin super fast. You really have to honestly work it into the skin. The scent to me smells like spiced carrot cake or something. I think it smells so, so good. Just know that it is pretty heavily fragranced, so it's probably not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I'm probably not going to buy it again because the scent did bother my hubby, and I didn't like how long it took to work into the skin, but it was good to try for sure. Next. I've got the Different moisturizer. So I use this as my daily sunscreen. It has SPF 30 in it, and it's supposed to be oil absorbing, but I actually found it to be a little bit greasy. Not bad, but definitely not something I'm going to use again. Thankfully, it wasn't that expensive. It didn't make my skin break out, but it definitely, I didn't feel like it helped with any oily issues. I felt like it kind of added to them. So here is a lip gloss from Julep. This is the Ultra Hydrating Lip Gloss in the shade Mood. I really enjoy the formula of this one from Julep. It's kind of cushy feeling, just very, very indulgent. I enjoyed it, and it's not a very expensive gloss, at least I don't think it is. But this was one of the oldest glosses in my stash. I was really happy to work through it. I'm probably not going to repurchase it, despite how much I enjoyed it, just because I have a lot of things on my wish list to try, but this definitely goes on the list of ones that I really liked. I finished off this brilliant eye brightener from Thrive Cosmetics. So this is another product in my stash that was pretty old. I got this as one of my first makeup products when I first started getting into makeup. I think I got it in like a FabFitFun box a few years back, and I ended up using it mostly on my inner corner on my brow bone to highlight. It's a very, very soft shade. Like, it wasn't something that necessarily worked on my lid, and I did put it all over my lid a few times just to kind of have a slight little brightening effect, but it creased on me, which I feel like I might be in the minority with that. I've heard other people say that these don't crease on them, but for me it did crease. I had to use it in combination with powder eyeshadows to keep it from creasing. I'd be willing to try other shades of this. I probably wouldn't repurchase this specific shade since I found it kind of meh. Honestly, it's not something I needed. Oh, and I forgot to mention, at the very end of the video is where I'm going to put the total of everything I used up. I have a little sample spray from Kokie. This was supposed to be their matte setting spray. I didn't find it to be that mattifying. I felt it to just be a setting spray to melt in some powders, make your face look a little fresh. I didn't really feel like it was mattifying. Here's a constant repurchase item for me. I like to buy the big bottle of Thayer's. I get the unscented witch hazel. This is my toner that I use every morning and every evening before I put on moisturizer, and I really like it. It doesn't make my face sting. It removes anything that I missed from my face wash, and it's not that expensive, so I do like this. Here is a sample of the Benefit Ultra Fine Brow Defining Pencil. The shade 3.5 was a little light for me, but I could make it work. I did like this a great deal. It was, you know, a fine-tipped pencil. I feel like these types of things are overpriced considering you can find things like it in the drugstore. But I have to be honest, I really, really like the formula of these Benefit ones. I think they're worth buying on sale. I think they were just on sale actually in the Ulta sale 21 Days of Beauty. So if I'm ever in a need for a brow pencil, I would consider picking one up. At the moment, I don't need any. I'm suddenly overflowing with brow products, so I was happy to use this up. Here's, oh dear, this is a curl cream. My daughter has very curly hair, and I remember she liked this one. I wish she was in here to give you guys a review of this one. The biggest thing for her is smell. She's only 11 years old. I feel like she'll be a little bit more discerning about her hair as she gets older. At least I hope she will be. But she went through this. It's all used up. She liked the smell. This is a sample from Australian Gold. This is the Botanical Sunscreen SPF 50. There's something about the smell of this sunscreen that I find very, very pleasing. Oh, it's such a fresh, I don't know, floral, and yet not floral. Yeah, can't pin down what that is, but I really like the scent of this sunscreen. I ended up not being able to use it on my face. It's very white casty, it being a mineral sunscreen, but I did like to use it on my hands and my arms. So while I'm probably not going to repurchase this exact one again, I hear really good things about their tinted sunscreen that's from Australian Gold, so that's on my wish list to try. Finished up a little mini Tower 28 gloss. This one's in the shade XOXO. I really like these because they are like liquid lip balms. In fact, I have used them as lip balms before. When I was trying to use up another shade of this, I used it for my nighttime lip treatment, and in the morning my lips felt so soft and so nice. Like, I highly recommend these if you have sensitive lips. Pick a color you like, and they look kind of crazy in the tube, but they are sheer. I only have a couple of these little minis left, and I hesitate to use them up because I really like them. I'm kind of hoping they come out with a mini set again this year. If they do, I'll pick it up because I really like these. What is this? Oh, it's a mascara. So this is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. When this came in a subscription box, I had no idea that it was such a fan favorite for so many people, and I am now among their ranks. I love this mascara. Let's see if we can take a look at the wand. So on one side it has, I don't know, it looks like a comb to me. It combs through your lashes, and the other side is where like the more bristly bristles are. But I like it because it creates insane length for your lashes. It's beautiful, and they don't look spidery, which I don't like spidery lashes. And so it's very high on my repurchase list, if I can find it on sale. I used up I used up this Essence Make Me Brow. This was the shade Brownie Brows, which I did like the shade. I did like the applicator. It wasn't too large. I found that in the past, when I have used up little samples of the Benefit version of this, I do like the Benefit one more, but it's way more expensive, whereas this is very affordable. I think it's something like $2.99. So I would reuse this again. Again, I'm not going to be purchasing it anytime soon. I have so many brow products to go through, but I did like this. It's not going to glue your brows down. It's just going to give you a soft, flexible hold and tint your brows. I used up a sample of this I Adore Serum from Brulee. I didn't think it was anything incredible, but I liked it because it's more of a thin formula, which is my preference in eye serums. This lip gloss from Ulta. This is the Shiny Sheer lip gloss. I have the shade Sweet Tea. I tried to look this up and I couldn't find this exact shade again, which kind of was a bummer because I really, really enjoy it. It's kind of like a nude color. The one thing I didn't like about it for the longest time was the little wand on it. It's not your typical doe foot, it's an actual brush. But by the end of finishing this off, I don't know, I kind of enjoyed the process of more the painting on my lips. It was kind of fun. But I like the formula of these. It's kind of like a thin but plushy formula. Like, it's very difficult to describe, but that would be my only way I could describe it, I guess. Thin but plushy. I did like it. It's not going to be an immediate repurchase for me because I have a lot of glosses to use up and a lot of things on my wish list, but this also goes on the list of good glosses. I used up this face serum from Hooray by Jean Co. This is the Balance Hydrating and Calming Serum. This is actually a repurchase. The first time I tried it, I felt like it did a lot for my skin. This time I didn't feel like it did much at all. I'm probably not going to repurchase it again. I don't know, it just didn't do a whole lot. This cleansing oil, oh, it's very dusty, from Wang Jisu. This, I don't know, I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. I felt like I've used things that took my makeup off better, but it also is not my least favorite that I've ever used. I did like how long this bottle lasted. I feel like cleansing oils last a lot longer than cleansing balms do. But this did have a long list of like botanical ingredients in it, and I found it really stung my eyes. So I'm thinking it's like all the botanical stuff that was in it. So I would use it again, but I'm probably not gonna buy it again. I used up a sample of this foundation from Yensa. This is the BC foundation. I use this shade Light Neutral. It has SPF 40 in it, and I really like this. I like it just as much as my Misha BB cream. However, it's way more expensive than the Misha BB cream. I think it's like $40. Is that right for this particular foundation? This is the second sample I've used up, and I keep buying these little minis in Ipsy every time they come up in their little sale. So I really do like it. It doesn't have that grayish cast that the Misha one does. And on me, that gray cast in the Misha, it blends out and it doesn't look gray, but I know that's not the case for others. I know some people really struggle with the undertone of the Misha, but if you like the finish and are willing to splurge on a foundation, I really like this Yensa one. Definite repurchase for me if I can get it at a decent price. Oh dear, here's another little hair sample. My daughter used this up. I'm counting it in my empties because it came in my Ipsy in my subscription boxes. So this is from Eva NYC. This is the Main Magic Multi-Benefit 10-in-1 Primer. I use this to help her comb her hair out sometimes, and she really liked the scent of it, and it does smell nice. But I feel like I would much prefer the number 10 brand for this type of product. She needed serious detangling and this didn't quite do it for her. Ooh, I really like this product from e.l.f. This is the Holy Hydration Face Cream. I think this is the second one that I've gone through. The only reason I didn't immediately repurchase it is because I'm trying to find a dupe for my beloved Shiseido moisturizer that got discontinued. Why? But if I wasn't on a hunt for that, I would still be using this. I like it because it is not super heavy, but it does hydrate. It didn't make my face break out. It was just very nice, and it's only was it $12? Really, really nice product, especially for the price. Like, wow. Oh, I used up another tube of my different gel. I really notice a difference with this. I still get breakouts. Like today I have one here. I hope I covered it up. But I feel like things heal much faster using different gel, and I find that my breakouts aren't as bad. I'm hoping that with sustained use, the breakouts cease completely. Wouldn't that be nice? So here's an oil that was supposed to be used for your face. It's from Pixi. This is the Skin Treats Rose Oil Blend. It smells really, really strongly of rose. And since my skin tends to be pretty sensitive, I was nervous to put it on my skin, and the way I ended up using it was in the bath. And it was very luxurious. When I got out, my skin was really, really just that really beautiful, you know, the sheen from the oil, and I smelled like roses, and it just made the bath a very luxurious experience. I enjoyed using it up this way, but I'm not going to repurchase it. Ooh, here's another oil. This one's for your hair. This was the Stress Reliever 100% natural hair oil, and it had jasmine oil in it, which I think the retail of this is really, really expensive. I got it in a subscription box, but I really, really enjoyed using this. It doesn't smell good anymore because it got bad at the very end. If I could get my hands on this for much less than its retail value, I would definitely use it again. Ooh, only two things left. So first we have a lip balm. This is from Jersey Shore Cosmetics. The Watermelon Moisture Rich Hydrating Balm. It's supposed to be all natural and with organic ingredients. This was an Ipsy item. I liked it. I went through it pretty quick. I used it as my morning and night lip balm, and there's actually been some lip balms I've tried where it doesn't actually do a whole lot. I feel like my lips continue to get dry and kind of peely. This was nice. It worked. It hydrated my lips, and my lips didn't do the weird peely thing. So yeah, I liked it. Probably not going to repurchase. I have other things to go through and other brands that I just prefer, but I did like it. Finally, we come to, the product I was so stoked to finish. I finished up a blush. So this is another Ipsy product. This came from Basic Beauty. This is it's October 3rd blush. It was a cream blush, and it was a beautiful, beautiful, more cool rose tone. I loved it. It created like a blurring effect on the cheeks. I'm probably not going to repurchase it because I have found that effect with more mainstream brands that I just prefer to buy from, like ColourPop, for instance. But I really enjoyed using this blush, and it's the first blush I have ever finished. I'm so excited about that. I feel like I did completely rattle through those, but I just didn't want this video to be, 40 minutes long. I'm gonna put here on the screen the total retail amount of products that I have used up. Oh, and just a note for how I calculate retail for these little samples, I usually count them as either a $3 or a $5 sample, depending on the size of the product and how expensive the full size is. Anyway, I think my next empties will probably be at the end of December. That will be my final one for the year. It's very, very satisfying looking at all these empties. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. What did you think of them? Did you have the same experience that I did? And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!